The Indian Country, 1800, A Brilliant Plan for Living. Directions. Read the following article. Refer to the glossary as needed for definitions of unfamiliar words. Now, our glossary is the first 2 pages of our homework, and the last page of the reading, or your word study notebook for the definition of unfamiliar words. Unfamiliar words are words that we just don't know, we haven't learned yet. And so we've already underlined and circled the key vocabulary, and so as we read, we will underline and circle any other unfamiliar words outside of the new vocabulary words. There are 8 paragraphs. I've numbered the paragraphs. We're going to start at paragraph 1. The source of this document is the Newberry Library's Lewis and Clark and the Indian Country Virtual Exhibitions 2005. The people the Corps of Discovery encountered on their 2.5-year round-trip journey to the Pacific belonged to well-ordered communities. While not a country in the European sense, the region the Americans traversed 2 centuries ago was bound together by common values and customs. In 1800, the Native American communities in the Missouri and Columbia River regions were prosperous and thriving. They knew how to take advantage of the abundant natural resources around them and traded for what they could not produce themselves. They had highly developed social structures to educate their children, care for their elderly, and prevent and resolve community conflicts. As Frederick Baker has commented, they didn't need schools, police, jails, and social workers. They had a brilliant plan for living. Creators. For the people of the Indian Country, creation was not a distant event. They believed the world was a product of ongoing creative acts involving many supernatural forces. Elders explained that the cosmic forces that made the world continue to be present above and beneath it. They told stories of spirit beings who wielded immense power, affecting the weather, the hunt, and the size of the harvest, and taught that creation was a complex and never-ending process, and that human beings were successful only if they acted with the assistance of the spirit world. The people of the Indian country communicated their values through stories of creation and tales of the spirit world. This oral literature was passed from elders to young people and provided vivid lessons regarding the values they believed were essential for community well-being. Gifts. Gift giving and reciprocal generosity were central to the values that bound community members to each other and to the natural and spirit worlds. People in the Indian country believed it was wise to show respect and gratitude to the spirit beings by offering them presents and prayers. Gifts from the Creator's healthy children, good crops, a successful hunt called for gifts in return. The steady flow of generosity within and between communities also facilitated social harmony. In villages and hunting bands, people organized their lives to discourage greed and draw individuals into a web of mutual support. Travelers, diplomats, and traders would greet their hosts with gifts. Their hosts would offer them gifts in return, fostering long and peaceable relationships. Men and women. Men and women contributed equally to the well-being of Indian countries. Begin again. Men and women contributed equally to the well-being of Indian country communities. Their distinct but complementary gifts and skills were essential to the flourishing of human life as they transformed animals into clothing, plants into food, and children into adults. Each gender made its own contribution to community life, and each had specific responsibilities to fulfill. Working in groups, whether in hunting, farming, fishing, or processing raw materials into finished goods, drew men and women together, forging powerful bonds that cemented the social unity and cohesion of the community.